Oh my goodness me! That's incredible!
Now that has certainly woken the crowd up.
One for the highlights reel. Let's get a replay.
The first one was way long and the second was a little bit short.
Here's Benson. He did a spin move. He went straight into Smith, but it didn't matter. Another two. The jumper from the top of the key.
Up and about, that is for sure. Very excited.
Change of inspired Stevie Way. We've had Ed Morris jump higher than the ring, and now Stevie Way worked his way through the ring.
Haney across to Lesky for a big three, and she drops in. Thanks for coming, man. And that certainly narrows the gap to a 2-point ball game, 26-28.
Falcon on the fast break. McLennan taking it all the way. Great work, Carmi on the way out. Big swat away and a tech foul. Cranley and Salinas took the rebound to Hire. Now to Gates in the corner. That is terrific basketball.
Great court vision, Greg Hire.
Down by 17 points at one stage in this game. They're now leading it by 2. Chance to extend that is McIntyre.
We talk about how good Andrew Bowman's been. How good has Sheldon McIntyre been today?
Nice pass from Godfrey into Colley. Well worked by the Flames.
Great
level again.
Great fundamental.
Pass, not so good. Morris should finish this off nicely. He jumped into the sky and just landed about now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this April Fool's game. No, it's not an April Fool's game. It's April Fool's Day. Hopefully all the games are over in what promises to be a great encounter tonight between the Rockingham Flames and the Mandura Magic. Of course, the Flames, it's their home game, but unfortunately they can't be at home tonight due to a few things that aren't going quite right. They say that this may be their last home game at the State Basketball Centre, but the crowd has come tonight to see the Rockingham Flames who've had 2 outings for 2 wins. They sit third on the table behind, of course, Lakeside and Coburn, who we've seen in the last 2 weeks. They've been impressive. Are the Rockingham up to the standard of the Lakeside and the Coburn? Well, we'll find out tonight. Mandura, on the other hand, had a great win to start their season. They played Geraldton and they won. They should have won last week. They were frustrated by the loss and they're out to seek revenge against one of their rivals in Rockingham tonight. We have in commentary with us tonight Darren Whopper Russell, and he's down courtside chatting with the coaches.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here with both the respective coaches for the Magic and the Flames. Coach Smith, Jerel Allen's just arrived. We're expecting to see much of him tonight.
Yeah, he's starting and hopefully see how he goes. He's got in the country Thursday week ago. He's had some good practice sessions this week. And yeah, we'll see how he goes out there.
Okay. Guards match up pretty well tonight. What do you guys have to do to get the edge against these blokes?
I think take Capehorn and Bowman out of their games and run the floor. Our strengths is just get up and down the floor.
Big Casey and the other team, capable of having big nights out. What are your plans with him?
Stop him from hitting those shots. Make him put the ball on the floor and take him out of away from his strengths.
Okay, and finally, see Andrew Muslin over there. Is he going to bring his boots tonight? Is he keen to make a big comeback?
No, he gets going at practice, so I think he's enjoying the coaching at this stage. Never know what could happen later on, though.
Soft. Anyway, best luck tonight, mate. Coach Chalk, part of the dynasty of the Slammers in the 90s. You tried to bring a lot of what you guys did to other teams with the current Magic crop you got?
Yeah, we have. We tried to instill a bit of more of a winning culture, and that's something I knew about down in Bunbury because, as you said, we were successful. So we tried to bring a bit of that in with a bit of a few little different things to suit our players.
Taylor Mullino and Ben Smith aren't here yet, or Taylor is, not playing tonight. So who are the bigs that are going to step up for you?
Well, we've asked Josh Lee to do a lot, Tommy Rem as well, and we've got Aaron Trahair playing as a 4-man tonight as well because we need a bit of help on the size, and he's got a bit of size there.
Colin Hughes can get in and amongst it. What are your plans with him tonight?
We have to make sure we pick him up full court. Can't let him get in transition, otherwise he's going to kill us.
All right, Chalky, best of luck, mate. All right, back to you guys.
Good on you, Whopper. Good to have you on courtside tonight, and we're about a minute away from the tip-off here. The starting 5 tip for the Magic tonight should include big Tommy Rim as well, who certainly looked well, he's a big boy. That's probably the best way you can describe him. Ben Capehorn will be out there, along with Casey Crivellone and Josh Lee, and of course Andrew Bowman. They'll be ably assisted pretty soon, I'd say, by Aaron Trahare. And for the Flames, as we said, we're looking forward to seeing the debut tonight of Jerel Allen, the import, and he's expected to make a start on the court tonight, along with Kenny Tribbett, Carlin Hughes, who's been in fine form, and Rhett Della, the experience of Rhett Della. His brother Brendan, of course, playing tonight, and Jared Griffin. We should see him pretty early tonight, but all eyes will be on the 14. That's number 14 for the Flames, as he makes his debut for the Rockingham Flames tonight. As we say, they're undefeated thus far, 2 games for 2 wins, and they'll be hoping to extend that to make it 3 from 3. As the starting lineups come onto the court, and as we predicted, we pretty well got that right, so that's one thing we can do. And they match up pretty evenly on paper. It'll be interesting to see how they actually go tonight, Whopper.
Yeah, good evening, Millsy. Very interesting game, this local derby up in Floriat.
Well, you could say that with the State Basketball Centre is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, so Rockingham and Mandura both travelling up here. Yeah, definitely a decent contest tonight. Mandura, a whole new look about them. Had lots of struggling, were the easy beats for a while there.
Yes.
Finally got some stability. And Rockingham had a pretty positive start with new coach Smith, and yeah, we'll see what unfolds.
All right, Josh Lee about to take the tip here, and we're waiting for the refs to say, okay, we're ready to play. Be going up against the big boy, Kenny Tribbett, and we're all set to go. Round 3 or week 3 of the SBL, and a first touch to the Flames, and this is Carlin Hughes. Has a look around and then finds Griffin, who's left alone, has his first shot for 3, misses. But Tribbett comes up with a rebound, gets it across to the newcomer. This is Jerel Allen. Has a look around, finds Hughes. Must be hard for a bloke coming in, hasn't seen these players before, but he's doing all right. This is Rhett Della, and he's being shot down by the ref with his first touch of the game.
Yeah, very good offence they set. Very good offence they set for Carlin. The Horns play, the 2 bigs. He uses that very well. I just hope that Flames got other guards that can do the same, or the Magic might run over him early. All
right, well, Bowman and Capehorn combining early. They'll set it up for the bigger blokes down under the basket. This is Capehorn. Trevellone wants it, but he decides to hold the ball, has a good look around, gets the big fella, big Tommy, gets it across to Lee, whose first shot goes in, hits the rim and finally bounces in. So first blood to the Magic. Good start for them. They're 2, and they lead the Rockingham Flames, who've yet to score.
Bit of pressure there. It's good to see.
This is the newcomer. I tell you what, I was watching him in the warm-up, and if confidence is a thing, he missed quite a few baskets. So hopefully when you see them making them during the warm-up, they don't bring it out on the course, and when they're missing them, they bring it out. So.
Yeah, basically just off the plane, so we'll hopefully put it down to there for the big guy.
Well, he might strike gold yet once he gets his feeling. Hughes. Big Tribbett, and he puts the first score on the board for the Flames. So we're away, we're 2 apiece here.
He's got a nice look about him, Tribbett. He looks about 6'9", 6'10", nice mover.
Very lanky, and got a lovely reach.
And Jared Griffin, known for his absolute, I'll say, pest on defence. He needs to keep pressuring Bowman and try and draw some turnovers.
And he's done nearly that, but Bowman was able to come up with the ball, and that comes away with Griffin. And here's the new man, Allen. That looked pretty good. Nice. Puts it into the basket for 2. That's his first score for his new side here over in the West.
Outstanding play. The 2 parallels of each team there. We've got the Bowman was just forced there through Griffin's defence. And Flames just did 2 passes and had a simple basket to finish off the play.
All right, well, he gets the charity here, and he will try and extend the lead. And no doubt about that. So nice start. He'll certainly be better for that, getting the nerves out of the system there, Whopper.
And I think the boys, I hope they're fit tonight. They all look like they're pressuring up the court. So could have a few turnovers and a few open baskets.
Crivellone. He looks a bit like Neil Diamond did about 20, 30 years ago. Crivellone. He's got that kind of look about him. Like to see him with a guitar, but he shoots up 3, and
he plays like Neil Diamond too with that shot.
By the way, he did that, but that's a lovely bit of work over to big Tommy, and Rim as well makes his opening score for the night, and they get it towards a 1-point ball game. It's 5-4. This is big Kenny. He gets it across, no score.
Kenny Capehorn putting his body on the line, Fine captain's defence there.
Offensive foul called on number 8, Kenny.
So first foul for Kenny. They'll be trying to target him early, I would suggest.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They might give him a bit of niggle up this end too to test him out. Big Tommy and Josh, veterans of the league. They'll have a few tricks up their sleeve.
Prevalone to Big Tom. Back to Bowman. Bowman this way, that away. Not much there, so he decides to go to the basket himself and finishes it off with a touch of class. It's lovely. And a good bit of work. They do a quick break, but no joy because he's down the other end there. Bowman doing his work. He's certainly been lively early. And the Magic starting with a bit of confidence here. And Lee extends that lead. So nice solid start to the Magic. They go to 8. They lead Rockingham Flames, who are on 5. They've started impressively, Whopper.
Yeah, very smart veteran team now, the Magic. As we said, finally got some stability in their team. And yeah, the results are showing with this great start.
All right, no joy there for Allen, but they're able to get the rebound. A nice little pass across to Allen. He can't actually finish it off. He's kind of manhandled a bit there by Lee. All fair, says the ref. This is Bowman all by himself. Should be able to sink that quite easily and does. And the Magic, as you say, way to a fire. They're into double points. They're 10, and the Flames are on 5.
I think Jerel Allen, big mistake there. I think he could have stayed in his feet there and just got on with it.
Rhett Della, no joy for him either. So that's a few attempts have been down, and they're not taking advantage of their chance under the basket yet. And hopefully, for those Magic fans that are watching us tonight on LMSC, we'll hope they benefit from it. Big Tom under the basket can't get it, but he's got a nice old leap there. And Allen is able to draw the foul against Bowman. 10-5 in favour of the Magic. They've started well with 8:28 left on the clock, and we have our first time out of the evening. And as we have right throughout the season, we'll try and get into the huddle and see what the coaches have got to say early in this first game. It's 10-5, 8:28 left on the clock, and hopefully our lady will be able to get down there and have a bit of a chat to the Magic and see what's happening in their huddle, because they have started off like a powerhouse tonight. Here we go.
Right next to him. If you stop them, that extra second slows down their pass. They're looking just to run.
Now, listen. The offense is all right, okay? The defense on our scores, we're too slow getting into that full, okay? We should have had 2 picks off that full already, all right? So what we've got to make sure we're doing, not necessarily like used to, just go to the nearest guy, as long as we're communicating. That's what we need to do, and make sure that we're putting this pressure. And remember what I said, we want to turn them, don't come and for that double as they're coming back towards you. Defense, you have to get across and turn them again, okay? All right, good job, boys. Let's go.
Take it slow. 1, 2, 3.
Well, they're pretty happy, and why not? Because they've started this game in fine fettle. 10-5. They've come to play tonight. They were disappointed last week, Whopper. They thought they should have won last week, and they gave it away, they felt. So they had to make some kind of revenge tonight.
Yeah, and also just tweaking a few things. Had a good start. They just want to keep that going. Just a few little things on defence, which I think they're doing fine, but obviously they want to pounce and get a big lead early.
All right, this is Hughes. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, nice slip there by Rhett Della.
All alone.
And Jerovic can do that all game.
He was hot in the warm-up, and he's done the first 3-pointer for them for the night, and that brings the margin back to 2. It's 10-8.
In terrific shape this season too, Jerovic. Got himself back to his shape for about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's paying off.
Trevelyan left all by himself. Big Tom can't get the rebound. That allows them back in through the agency of Hughes, who gets it across to Jerovic again. That was class.
Beautiful pass. There's a bullet across the keyway through 2 defenders, and Jerovic, the great start. 5 quick points. Great substitution by the Flames.
And the timeout certainly hasn't helped them, because the Magic have actually seen that lead just disappear now. It's all even Stevens at 10 points each, and an awry pass there doesn't actually help the cause.
No, not at all. There's a great cut there. Unfortunately, didn't pay off.
Under the basket, and first blood there for Rhett Della. Yeah. And for the first time tonight, the Flames are in front, 12-10.
Della's one of those sneaky inside players. Very awkward, but very effective.
Crevalone. Big Tom's under the basket. Here I am. Says to move on. Lee, Bowman. Over to Big Tom, turns around and puts it in. He was there for a while, and they finally found him.
Very
12
good,
apiece.
Very good mover, Rem, as well. For his size, very nimble on his feet.
This is the newcomer, Jerel Allen. No doubt a few teams will be having a good look at him tonight. Not a good bit of work there. Blocked by Crevalone. Moves well. and finds his man across. This is Jerovic again for another three. Misses that one, and Big Tom gets the rebound. He gets the... Well, he was a bit optimistic there, a little bit too strong there. Big
Optimistic. Yes, sort of. It was 99% there. You don't throw it, and I think he's just gone and done that, much to our Coach Chalk's disgust.
It's all tied up here, 12 apiece at the State Basketball Centre. This is a home game for the Rockingham Flame, who's playing here because of their scoreboard not being right. This is Jerovic again, and wow, he is hot. You picked that up early, Whopper.
Yeah, outstanding.
And that gives them a 3-point lead with that basket. 15-12, the Flames in front.
Yeah, just a player who just got in shape again, self-belief, and he's, it's just great to see.
Bowman over the top to Crevalone. Back to Bowman. And finally, he gets one in. So Casey Crevalone is on the board, but they move it very quickly when they go up, and Jerovic again, very lively down there. They got down there nice and quick and draws the foul with 5:56.
Mandura injecting some athleticism here. I think Carlin Hughes' dribble penetration is absolutely killing the Magic, and if he gets going, he hasn't even had really a shot yet.
Well,
so, yeah, if he combines those two, they're in for a long night, the Magic.
All right, another timeout call. We went to the Magic last time, so let's go down and have a bit of a chat with the Flames and see what they've got to say.
That's a lot better, okay? That is a lot better. On this time, we're going hard. Okay, on the second make, we're going hard, back to man. Okay, so you used to start back. Who's shooting the free throw? Tuffy. You're on the ball, used to on the wings. Okay, actually no. Rhett, you stay up, you rove. You start up and go straight on the ball, you two go the wings, you rove. Okay? Go hard, back to man. Okay, offensively, let's go horns again next time and see how we go. They're having trouble guarding it.
I'll go away from you, can you slip it? On horns? I'll go away, so I'll come to your side. Kenny, you slip
to low block.
because they're doubling. Just seal in the middle, I'll get you, just go straight up.
Defensively, guys, defensively we're helping too much. All right, they want to drive and kick, so don't make sure you stay home.
All right, well, the Magic are going to make some changes here. I think you'll see Pantaleo enter the game for the first time, and I think he'll be joined by perhaps Nick Turner, who's going to have his first run for the Magic. So obviously they're not panicking. It's only a 1 point ball game, right. 15-14, but they certainly had the best of that, and they're going to go to the basket here with Jerovic, who's pretty close to leading scorer.
Yeah, he'd have to be. And what you'll find now is Jerovic makes his second one. They have called a hard and back to man. That'll be a press. So look for some pressure defence by the Flames, and they'll need to get back very quick on defence at the half to defend the Magic.
Well, misses the first. So the lead stays at 1 to extend it. And in it goes. So they'll be happy with that. 16-14. Picked up beautifully there, Whopper. But they left Lee open.
Yes.
Pantaleo to Crevalone, and basket counts.
Yes, there's one thing to do a press, but then you've got to work your butt off. If you can't, if it collapses, you've got to get back quick and reset.
5:51, 16 apiece. This is the first quarter SBL game at week 3. We're watching the Lightning this week take on the Magic here at the State Basketball Centre. It's a bit too cute there by Carlin Hughes, and we see a turnover in favour of the Magic.
So press up again, see if they can have take 2 on this one.
This is like a jack in the box, is Jerovic. No joy there for the Flames, and that left Bowman all by himself, and she'll put that to bed nice and easy, and he does. And the Magic back in front. Entertaining game here, 18-16 in favour of the Magic. This is big Kenny Tribbett, who is very lanky and does it beautifully. That's a lovely class bit of work, and that's why you come every week to go to the SBL to see players like that going around. It's all tied up, owning a piece.
Great patience by the big fella. That was a fantastic move. Took his man on one-on-one. Had no other inside presence than Magic, so why not?
Bowman from downtown doesn't get, and Griffin is able to come up with the rebound. This is Hughes. Hughes has a go for 3 and gets it. So we've seen some good shooting early in this game. As the weeks go on, it seems to be improving. 21-18, and the Flames back in front by that 3-pointer.
And Hughes is a guy who doesn't need to be told to shoot it. If he's open, he'll can that all night.
Aaron Trahair preparing to come on for the first time tonight.
The veteran.
Yeah. Certainly still enjoying his basketball, Whopper.
Yeah, looks like he's enjoying himself a bit too much, I think.
Crevillade, another
Great
3-point. Great shot by Casey. It's all tied up, 21 apiece, and this is a fast-moving game tonight, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's up and down. They might pull it up if there's a double-figure lead by one of the teams. Oh, great
lovely
move by Tribbett. Liking the look of this big guy.
You just like watching them, don't you, when they set it up, and he was arching the back and was able to go up there and float up to the basket and draw the bonus, and that gives them a 2-point lead, trying to extend it out to a 3-point ball game with 4:14 left on the clock in the first quarter of this SBL encounter between the Rockingham Flames and the Mandura Magic.
And you'll find that Lee and Remmers will probably be rotating on Tribbett all night, so if he gets going, basically they might need to change the matchup, meaning a smaller guy will have to go on him.
I think he's going already, Whopper.
Yeah.
Speaking of whoppers, this is Big Tom. He's a big boy, isn't he? Rem as well. Wouldn't get in his way. Goes to the basket, can't finish his work off. This spike's been really lively since he's come on. Jerevich looks across to find his mate there in Hughes. Hughes into the keyway, then goes across to Griffin, whose shot is intercepted. Back to Hughes, though. Off hands. Has a look in, decides to go inside, then gets it across to Big Kenny, who then puts it up, cup the glass, doesn't go in, but a lovely
hustle by Griffin. That's what he's known for.
Yeah, well, he did it well. Back to Kenny, all by himself, and thank you very much. And we'll take those two, and some patient work up forward, 26-21, 5-point game in favour of the Flames.
He had a bit of space and would have liked to have seen him tear the rim down then.
There'll be time for that.
Stamping out the contact on the post. Jason Duplessis with the foul.
Poor Pantaleo. He's pretty lively in the warm-up tonight. If form counts in the warm-up, he should score tonight. Because he was hot as far as the warm-up was concerned tonight.
Yeah, a couple of good rangy role players, and they put him in as one of those. He's got great range for a big fella.
Well done, Tom.
They should go straight back to Tribbett in the post here. Just make him pay for it every time.
Jerevich.
Brought his own ball tonight.
29-24 in favour of the Flames. Anything they can do better. 2:54 left in the first quarter. Aaron Traher showing some of the class. It's made him a household name in basketball in this state. Big Tom left by himself, decided on another crack. No good there, but here's the man of the moment. Decides to slow it down, Jerevich.
Smart by Jerevich.
Over to Hughes. He decides to go for three as well. Off the glass, no joy. And they're able to come up with a rebound there through the agency of the big fella in Turner. Pantaleo.
That was nice defence by Carlin Hughes. Unfortunately, still a block.
It's a bit of rocking going on there. Here came a knocking. 2:24, 29-24 in favour of the Flames.
Quite a civil reaction from Carlin Hughes, known for his animation. And when he doesn't get a call, Big Tommy again backs him down. That's a beautiful move. Unlucky to finish.
Thompson. Cool. The coat hanger. Pantaleo. But Big Kenny's there, combines with the newcomer, Allen. Hughes. Oh, look at that leap. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty lively type, Jerel Allen. Must be about 6'4", but yeah, he can definitely get above the rim. I'd like to see Jared Griffin take control offensively tonight as well. Definitely can do it. He's had a few 30-point games in the SBL. Yeah, hopefully see him penetrating, then believing in himself, knocking down some shots.
Didn't look like missing before. This time just hits the front of the rim, doesn't go in. 29-24, 2 minutes left in this first quarter. It's an encounter between the Flames and the Magic here at the State Basketball Centre. And gets the second.
Yeah, persisting with the press again. It's broken down straight away. Bit sloppy there by Thompson and Pantaleo, which allows the Flames to get possession again. 30-24, 152. Might find the Magic may have close to 10 turnovers already. Now, a team has a bad game at turnovers normally in the 20s. So, yeah, not a good start.
This is your man. Back to Big Kenny. No go. Coming up with the ball there was Turner. Gets it across to Traher. Pantaleo. It's a good name.
Yeah, it is. It is. Rolls off the tongue.
Pantaleo. Pantaleo. This is Traher. He certainly rolls as well.
Mandura are very stagnant in their offence. A lot of them standing around and watching, whereas Rockingham are just up and down, taking risks.
Gadget man. No joy. Thompson. Kane Thompson.
It's great defence.
Big Tom. Cross. Turner.
Beautiful pass by Remerswald. Very good interior passer for a big man. It's great to see him still playing for the Magic.
Brings it back to 30 to 26. 46 seconds left in the first quarter here.
There's the Horns offence they talked about in their timeout.
Allen.
That's a
lovely
great
work. Oh, well, he certainly found his feet.
There's that athleticism you talked about as well. Spot on.
Okay, well, they've got the extra in 32-26, and, well, they probably don't deserve to have the lead that they've got at the present time, but they have worked hard in the later parts of this first quarter. And it just seems like the Magic ran out a bit of puff.
Oh,
probably
definitely. Yeah, there's that little spell there, and they just seem to disappear. And Jerovic had his little night out.
And no doubt they'll try and re-spark in the quarter-time break. Jerel for the bonus. No joy, but able to come up with Rhett Della. Has a look around, sees that man Jerovic. Have a shot, mate. Why not? Can't miss.
It's great movement by Rockingham and their offences.
And gets it in. Strong play under the basket. And good play by the Flames.
Looking very well drilled, Coach Smith's offence there. Really well executed.
34-26, lead of 8.
And you don't want the ball in Traher's hands with 10 seconds left here.
Well, that's what they're confronted with. He says, have a look, have a look. He certainly double teamed there. Gets it across to Turner. Turner on the buzzer. Doesn't go in. So the Flames came back very strongly in that first quarter of this SBL encounter in week 3, and they lead at quarter time 34-26. And the coaches no doubt will have a bit to say to their charges as they go to their huddles. And we'll try and catch up with the Magic to see what they're going to say to their players after that fade out later into the first quarter.
All right, our help defence, you get here and you put your feet on the ground. You don't try and block the shot. All right, we're not a shot blocking team. Okay, you get there. Second thing, all right, because I said to you guys, make sure you know where the ball is. Now we've all turned our head and watched the ball, and we're not watching where our player is. Every game, we have a role player that kills us. Now, Jerovic is the one with 9 points in the first quarter at the moment, guys. 9 points. We need to make sure that we don't let these guys get easy baskets. And they're easy shots for him when he's wide open taking those threes. The defence is the problem at the moment. 34 points at quarter time. So we need to make sure we're going back to basics. Shell drill basics. Seeing the ball, seeing your player. Stay between your player. Then we must block out. At the moment, we're still not blocking out. That's why Griffin came across from this side all the way across here and got the rebounds. Okay? Offensively, we're doing okay. Offense isn't too bad. All right, we've got to go up strong with a bit stronger with the ball. Okay? Let's go, boys. Let's pick the defence up. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, Magic.
All right, well, they're not happy with their defence. Leading scorers there, as was alluded to by the coach. Jerovic has, in fact, scored 12 points. So even then, they can't keep up with him on the bench. He's leading the way clearly for the Flames at this point in time. Also, pretty well into the game at this point is Kenny Tribbett on 9 points and being ably supported by Jerel Allen, who's made a pretty good debut on 6. As far as the Magic are concerned, being led at the present time by Tommy Remerswald, who's done a pretty good job to the basket at 7 points, but he's being overshadowed there by Casey Crevalone, who's currently on 9. A few mistakes being made. If you have a look at those stats, no doubt we'll be able to make some interpretation. What did you learn, though, from the quarter-time huddle, Whopper?
Oh, yeah, just from Coach Chalk, what he said, just frustrated with and there's another example, but they're helping on defence. They're watching the ball, so the Flames players are just moving with the opportunities they're presented with. Guys are trying to block shots when they're not a shot-blocking team. There's no 7'4" behemoth out there able to influence shots. It's a great pass by Carlin Hughes. And
his brother Brendan.
and they were just frustrated with the impact that role players have against the Magic. They'll do a great job on all the stars, but then a role player will come off the bench, as we've seen with Jerevich, and so far dominate.
Yes. Well, we see Brendan Della, the younger brother of Rhett Della, having his first touch for the night.
Yeah, another awkward type, very rangy, as you can see.
Yep.
Long arms.
Lots of pressure, isn't there?
Yeah, and he gets right under the skin of the opposition player as well.
Bowman looking for some relief. There wasn't any there. And again, Rhett Della doing the damage there. Gets it across to the newcomer in Allen, who then zips it across to Brendan Della. But he said, you can't do that, son. Keep your feet. 11 minutes left in this first half of basketball. It's 36-26. The lead here for the Flames is 10. Would you be worried yet?
Not just yet. It's only one or two big shots by the Magic, but I guess I would be worried because if they haven't to make big shots to stay in the game, it would be a concern. Flames are just running, and it's playing a huge part in this result so far.
They certainly look like the livelier team at this point in time. Kenny Tribbett on. They need a basket to steady the ship, and that's exactly what they needed. That's a lovely shot.
Thompson, exactly like Jerevich, will come out and just hit open shots. That's a great penetrating move.
Bowman.
It's that help defence that Coach Chalk was talking about. Another point there, watching the player, not watching the ball in that instance. And, yeah, result, foul and score, and Carlin Hughes will make this.
Andrew Bowman having a rest. And Ben Capehorn coming on for the Magic. And to the line, this is Carlin Hughes.
Andrew Bowman, a former teammate of most of that Rockingham team, as is Ben Capehorn, gentleman with the ball now.
Has a look around. Thompson. Oh. Try to convince him that it was all ball. Do you agree?
Oh, I think he's a little bit unlucky there, Carlin Hughes, but you know, there's probably about 5 or 6 times in a game where he'll get away with something. So, nature of the beast.
Capehorn intercepted though by the new man, Jerel Allen.
And just watching Prevalone off the ball, he's a fantastic mover, works really hard to get an open shot. It's just stagnant Magic offense at the moment, so just need to generate more movement so he can get open, be rewarded with open looks.
It's a hard option there for Aaron Trahair. It doesn't go in, which allows the Flames to come up with the ball with Allen to the basket. Thank you for coming down under, Jerel.
Fantastic move.
That was a lovely looking move. 11 points the margin now, 40-29. They're starting to sweat, I would suggest.
There's that peskiness of Brendan Della. 2 guards are sick of him already. He's only been out there a minute. Just drew an offensive foul on the veteran Ben Capehorn. Gave him a nudge in the back. And this gentleman coming in is basically does the exact same thing. Tyrone Thwaites. So Kane Thompson will have a few interesting offences coming up.
So is that the plan tonight, do you think, Whopper, just simply to run them ragged? Because that's what they seem to be doing at the moment. It looks
like it, doesn't it? I've never seen Rockingham run this much for a long time.
Well, they've certainly got some jack-in-the-boxes that are coming off the bench.
They just seem very fit too.
This bloke's just got off a plane. How long can he keep going for? That's right. Probably one mercy that they've got.
Very good point. Oh. Umpire Lyons calling the big fella for 3 seconds.
And timeout being called, and probably rightly so, with 9:40, 40-29. The Flames leading by 11, and they'll be pretty happy with their work, the Flames. And no doubt they'll be talking about that run and stun game that they're playing at the present time. So we'll go down to the huddle and see what they've got to say to their troops. No doubt they'll be pretty excited about what's going on in this game at the State Basketball Centre.
Positive, okay, when we step up our defence and really look to attack and be aggressive, the difference on the court is amazing. It's amazing. When we're positive and we're upbeat and we're energetic, we look really good. So we've got to continue that for the rest of this quarter.
Keep working, bro.
Hey, all about defence and everything else take care of itself.
It's a lot better. It is a lot better. Hey, our offence comes. We can score against anyone. Okay? The difference between us and being a championship team is D. Fire it up now, okay? Run the same play next time. Down horns, look for how they can either make a quick pass or kick it. Or kick it. All right, let's go. Let's go, guys.
Boys.
2, 3, players.
All right, they're pretty happy with their work, and why wouldn't they be? Because they're playing exactly the way that they wanted to. They've got their D going well. They've also got that run and stun game going well. They're moving quickly, and as you said, Whopper, that they're just being annoying.
Yeah,
Just drawing a
it's
bit of attention.
Absolute perfect word. Yeah, it's exploiting some ball handling deficiency by a couple of players, get in their face, and they react. Advantage you.
Just a bit like a mozzie at a barbecue.
Swatting it away, and it's still hanging around.
All right, well, it'll be interesting to see what the Magic did, whether they make any change to the way they're playing. I would say move would be a good place to start.
And they're just going to keep trying to punish Magic with this Horns offense.
Push.
Good thing about the Magic team, they've got the firepower to keep in this game. It's just a matter of a couple of big shots.
Well, they've got to get them up.
Yeah, and a bit of accountability on defence.
Traher, Cape Horn. Lee's been pretty quiet. Cape Horn trying to do it himself. Goes to the basket but can't finish it off. There's plenty there to get the rebound. Here's the big fella. Here's showtime, folks. Here we go. Oh, let us down, Jerel.
I think we could have done one of those.
I don't think I could get up that high, but he has obviously got jet lag.
Yeah,
that's a perfect example.
Have to be jet lagged. Well, the fines committee in that team should be fining him for that one.
Exactly, and if you're watching the replay, Jerel, you're allowed to go and party time when you're in that situation. 42-29. This is our man Thompson. Jeez, I tell you what, he is the answer to Jerovic, and that was certainly needed by the Magic. But they pull it back to 10, and as you say, they won't lie down. It's 8:42 left in this first half.
And might find maybe Griffin will get sicked onto him if he hits another three. Tribbett likes those mid-range jump shots, and that's why. Very impressive mid-range game for a guy, pushing 6'9", 6'10". Ty Thwaites with the foul, trying to pressure Ben Capehorn. Tommy Remerswall in for Josh Lee, that rotation we spoke about.
And Griffin coming back on, and the new man having a well-deserved rest.
I don't know about you, Mills. It just looks like Rockingham players aren't sweating. They just seem to be moving up and down with ease.
I'm not a person to talk about sweat. But you're probably right. They're doing it pretty well at the moment. But, as you say, it's early doors.
Yeah, that's right.
12 points the difference. Big Tom's back on. Crevelone and him combine pretty well. This is Cape Horn to Big Tom. Dodges one, then turns around, but never looks like going in. And Hughes will set it up for the Flame, but his pass is pretty average.
That one. Yeah, that's right.
Thompson gets a nice push in the back for his trouble as he's going to the basket. That wouldn't be on Kenny, would it?
Yeah, would just give a little push there with the at the hip of Kane Thompson. I think Kane knew that was going to go into the 10th row then, but still he drew the foul, and very good shooter, so he should make these two shots.
Okay, that's his second foul of the night. He gets the three-pointers, he shouldn't miss these.
Always the way.
The kisser. See if he can get the second. Bring it down to 11 points. Nice high action. In she goes. So it's 44-33 with just under 8 minutes left in this first half. State Basketball Centre, if you've just joined us, the women tonight for the Magic had a win 75-49. Big Kenny turns around, mate. He is all class.
Great move there on the post. Tom played great defence too. Can't take that away from him. But Tribbett just too good then.
Which made it even better.
That's right.
Ben Capehorn trying to find the missing link here. Goes to Crevelone. And a pretty cheap foul, really, because he was standing behind him. He was never going to get the ball.
Yeah, I hope those little reach-ins won't come back to haunt them when they're in foul trouble at the end of the game when it counts. And in comes your man, Trent Jerovic.
You don't like to see him, when they're hot, you don't like him being benched. Just like that kind of, that flow going.
Yeah, and that type of player too, a streaky shooter, you want to probably just leave him out there until they start missing.
Well, maybe they know him better than us. No doubt about that. Casey gets the first. Pulls it back. Doesn't get the second. And big Rhett Della is able to pull down.
Casey capable of 50-point games, so he quietly goes about it, but keep an eye on his stats.
All right. Jerovic, our man. Della, Rhett.
Oh.
And that was class as well, off the backboard.
Yeah, unorthodox type of player. Trent Jerel just belting Cape on the face there. Red Della, just unconventional shots, and yeah, just very effective.
Well, the crowd weren't too happy with that, but he said, mate, you can't do that. And you can go, you can go to the line. I don't know if he's been that active on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, Capon's had some knee troubles over the last couple of years. They're slowing down a bit, but no, by no means he's still an effective player.
Got the first and gets the second, so that helps. 36 points now to the Magic. Just chiseling away at this lead for the Flames. Across to Griffin. And the ref having a bit of a chat there to the coach.
Yeah, quite rare that I'm not sure about the current ruling, but to stop the game just to tell the coach to keep his mouth closed. I've not seen that one in a while. But Jared Griffin had an open shot in the corner. That's what I was saying before. He's very capable in offence, but just doesn't want to do it at times.
Oh. The idea was there. Unfortunately, the execution of that idea wasn't quite right. Traher. Cape Horn.
They just need to be patient. Oh, not like that.
Jeepers.
Great hustle there by Thwaites. The lefty. Great shot by Tyrone Thwaites. Huge bucket because Magic scored then. They might have had a little run, but still 6 minutes to go in the quarter.
14 points the difference, though. 50 to 36. As you say, it could have been the other way. We'll have to regroup. They just look a bit lethargic.
Yeah, that's right. And the little extra efforts from Rockingham, and it's creating the difference we're seeing on the scoreboard.
When you think about it, a score of 50 with 6 minutes left in the first half of basketball, you'd have to say that their defence isn't exactly rock solid tonight.
And as we've seen the Flame shooters, we might see that balloon out to maybe 60-something.
Well, at that rate, they'll be headed for a big, big score tonight.
Over the last fortnight, have you seen some pretty high-scoring quarters or games?
Not really. I mean, the first week they were really struggling to find the basket. Last week was a bit more classier between Coburn and Willerton. And the games we've seen here on LMSC. And it's just got a little bit choppy over the last little bit. 6 minutes left in this half of basketball, 50-36. And the Flames winning at the present time.
Tyrone getting a pat on the back from Coach Smith for his great effort there in quality minutes. That's all you want from role players.
Jerovic.
And Jerovic too. Just, very impressed with him tonight. And he's doing it at this end as well.
Allen back on, the new import. Sure we'll be talking about him throughout the season. Cape Horn, underground. Big Tom, this way, that away. Forgot to take the ball. It's taken by Griffin, but then it's stripped away from him, which Casey gets. He's left open, decides to have a shot. Can't actually make good. Ball comes off hands, but it comes off the hands of the Magic, so that'll give the Flame possession. 52-36, 5:26 left in this half.
It's the right shot by Casey. Just didn't drop there. And Jared Griffin, great defence. Threw it away, but at least he still made himself accountable and try and chased it back, earned possession.
Allen. Big Tom. Cape Horn. Casey. Crevalone.
Magic need someone just to step up and create something, or they need to hope half-time comes quick. And there's your man, Big Tribbett. I think you like the look of him, Millsy.
Oh, mate, Mr. Gadget. It's the type of bloke you need when you're trying to get to that elusive spot on the top of your wardrobe where you don't have a ladder. You just like, do you mind getting that for me? As the arm just kind of extends through to a gap, and before you know it, he's pulling it out. 52-36, timeout call, and probably not before time. 4:41 left, and well, I'll tell you what, if you're in the coach's box here at the Magic, you'd be saying, boys, we've got 4:41 left. We need to hang on, and we need to try and reduce the damage here, because at the moment it's 52-36. Let's see how he's planning to do that.
You guys just started looking at each other and pointing the finger at each other, okay?
what we need to do is we need to stay together as a unit, all right? We need to get a little bit stronger on the offensive end. We know that every time we've got the ball, they're going to be slapping at that ball. And you've got to look after that ball, all right? We know that our blokes bringing the ball up the court are getting hands all over it. Someone go and set a decent screen every time down the court for them. Every time. When you get the ball, at the moment, we've got to stick to our offences. But we're doing what we've done the last 3 games, is just pass, jog, cut, pass, jog, cut, bump, we get bumped off. All right? We need to move a little bit quicker than that, all right?
Let's go hungry, boys, go hungry, come on. 1, 2, 3, magic.
I reckon the word that he should be putting in that huddle is a bit of desire, boys, because that seems to be the missing ingredient. And the desire just doesn't seem to be there at the moment.
Absolutely spot on. And like we spoke about, very talented team. And, yeah, just not getting it together tonight.
Confidence is a big thing, isn't it? The mojo, once you start flying and a few blokes start doing a few things, then that big D word, desire, comes back very quickly. But they just seem to have their heads bowed a little bit too much, hands on the knees, whereas the other team seems to be on the move tonight.
Yeah, definitely upbeat. Very quiet bench too. It's another factor. But yeah, and also Magic got a couple of their role players out there. Just see if they can mix it up a bit and create something. Oh. Veteran Jason Duplessis probably had many a free throw in his time, and I think he'd wish he'd had that one again.
Yes, you want to check to see if his elbows are there.
The Magic bench letting him know about giving him some constructive feedback on that shot.
You'd be telling about like Lee to, like, we need you to spark. He has got the capability to do a bit. Yeah,
and he well, in a game last year, Lee must be about 6'8". He hit about 9 threes in a game.
Yeah, well, I just seem a bit too scared to actually have a crack. Well, they're certainly being pressured, but when they turn around and there's not much there, it makes it even harder. The Neil Diamond look-alike. Here's the man, Lee.
That's great help defence. Here goes Allen. He owes this one.
Jerel? No.
Okay, fair enough.
He's going to go Jerel. No. He doesn't know, says the ref, and it will make a jump, which means the ball will go to the Flames.
Just such positive play from the Flames. Even like transition passes like that, yeah, it didn't pay off. But the fact is they're looking for their own teammates.
Griffin. Gadget man up, but no joy. K-Point. Need to move it quicker. That's
great look. Big Tommy.
Would have liked to finish it off. Jeez, they had their chances. Like rubber ball there. He's going to go all the way. Over the top, Jerovich. No, he'll do it myself. Thank you very much.
Not bad for someone who's got jet lag. Nice,
we need a nickname for him. We need a nickname in the competition. J.A. just doesn't crack it. It's got to be better than that. Jerel Allen, beautiful. 54-36 is nearly a 20-point game. He's just too smart. That was too cute. And Pantaleo went without it.
Yeah, so, yeah, nice-looking offense, but, yeah, very predictable. And Pantaleo just needed to finish that one off.
3:36, 54-36.
And Aaron Trahair getting injected in the team. Need a couple of long-range bombs from him, and he is capable of doing that, and fast.
Again, he got around him too easy.
Yes, this seems like they're also very upright.
When you haven't seen a player before, though, you haven't been able to watch any kind of video, how difficult it is to work out their moves, which way they're going to move. Like, it seems like he can go either way, off either foot, which makes it hard to read.
Yeah, so it'd be maybe an old videotape of previous leagues he's played in overseas, or even something simple as watching him in the warm-up.
So would they have got access to that kind of stuff from the States?
Yeah, definitely. His agency, or he might have videos himself, which he would pass on to prospective clubs.
So the opposition, pretty good chance they would have got hold of it.
And if not, they might have found someone who knew a bit about his game, particularly if he went to a decent college.
Well, he's been very solid. They'd be pretty happy with the pickup because he's certainly been respectable tonight. They'd be wrapped so far.
Much added athleticism, a scoring punch for the Flames. Dave Bown there with the steal and the rebound. Good to see Disco Dave Bown out there. Jerovich.
Oh, he missed. What's going on? I'll have another crack. Jerovich directing traffic.
A great pass there.
It was always on, wasn't it? Whoa. Like a big falling tree there. Bit of movement off the floor. Boys say, "You're all right, mate. You'll be right." Gets up, hopping a bit. And a limpity limp.
Yeah, I think by the time he scores his next bucket, his limp would have all but gone, I think. Nothing in that there. Bit of banter there between a couple of the players.
It's his third foul for the night. I'd say they'll probably bench him, won't they, for a little while? Give him a rest before half-time.
It looks like Coach Smith's going for the throat here. He wants to probably get this to 25 by the break. Magic are in some serious trouble. Bowman and Casey sitting on the bench. Bowman's been off for a long time.
Well, they get it back to 19, 56-37. Ben Capehorn gets the seconds, so that helps a bit. 18 points the margin, 2:55 left in this half of basketball. It's home game for the Rockingham Flames.
Flames their thumbs down offense.
Griffin
making the defense move. It's good to see. Great pass, Jerovic. He loves them ones.
Oh, does he what?
He'd be due for a career high tonight. The way he's going.
Yes. Who said he couldn't have a seat?
A bit better ball movement here by the Magic. That's great defense by Dave Bowen. He's just got contributors all the way down the bench tonight.
Just going to say that, yeah, plenty of support. Look at that.
Oh, Della with a missed tip jam. Josh Lee, a definite shot blocker. Got a piece of that.
I don't think he's put a shot up, has he, Aaron?
No, I think he did a runner when the shot clock was low, but not an effective one. Dave Bowen, another long arm type.
Tom. Off hands. Flames ball.
Playing some inspired basketball.
Capehorn sits down and Casey Cribbalone comes back on. As you say, there's just not much there. Not much for the Mandura as far as getting inspired and to get into this game. 38-59 they trail.
Trent Jerovic, some Matt Park-like shooting from the corner.
Too cute. Too quick. Pantaleo finished off there by the experience of Casey Cribbalone. Some well-needed points there for the Magic.
Another thing's good to see that Flames players are just sticking to their strengths as an offensive player. They're not trying to force it like we saw then with Jerovic.
Oh.
He's better doing that than he is dribbling and trying to create.
Lovely. Well done to
Tom Chambers, Dave Bowen with a nice little runner there. Hughes back out in the game, taking on the veteran Trehair.
Coming down inside the final minute of this first half.
Don't want to leave that guy open.
Didn't make any difference there.
Yeah, that's right.
Jerovic. Allen. The newcomer.
Oh. Well, Cullen will take that.
Wow. It was a long way from home.
Now, it's important the Flames stay disciplined this second half and don't just try and throw them up there and just try and basically play showtime. Be disciplined and execute what's got them this lead.
All right, Trehair is controlling things. 5 seconds. We'll have to have a shot soon. Gets it over to Casey, but no joy. They've got about 2 seconds left. They should be able to score. Jerovic, fitting that he scores. He doesn't score. It would have been a fitting way to end the first half of basketball.
And particularly in his first half too.
He has dominated it, but it's the Flames by a long way here at half-time at the State Basketball Centre. They lead 61-40 in what has been at times entertaining, at times scrappy, and at times downright intriguing with a few of the new players into the SBL this season. 61-40. The Magic at least won the women's basketball tonight, 75-49. We'll be back shortly with a look at the first half and also a special guest at halftime. did we go? When did you go to the break? When did you go to the break? Oh, just now, when you were done. When I finished, yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
And just some results or some scores from around the league in what would be a shock. At Warwick, the Stirling Senators are currently leading at the Willetton Tigers.
Good evening, everyone. We're here at this exclusive halftime interview. Had to fight away all the cameras and try and track her down. Absolute honour to have a long-time Flames player and Rockingham stalwart and buddy, Kay Tucker. All right, now Kay obviously got an injury. You want to tell the thousands of fans out there tonight what the diagnosis is?
I got diagnosed about, say a couple of weeks ago with a labral tear. So just means that they had to go in and just pretty much cable tie the tear back to the shoulder, and just so it doesn't dislocate. It just felt like it was dislocating constantly, no matter what I was doing. No matter what I was doing, actually, it was dislocating all the time. So they just tightened it up a bit and just gave me a bit of a scrape out as well, just to clean it up.
And literally cable tie?
No, it's not, but it looks like that. I looked at the video that they do on the operation and it just looks like a cable tie. So yeah, I don't know if it is.
Bit of a result tonight. So what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I guess we're a very young team this year. We've had Arnie pulled out. I only got told about my injury a week before the season started, and then Casey Hager, our vice captain's out, obviously pregnant. Hope that's not breaking news. I'm pretty sure she's told everyone now.
It's too late now. Well done. Yeah, good one.
I hope so. So she's pregnant. We had a lot of girls change teams in Courtney Hargraves, Jerel Johnson and Danielle Devaney. Also our imports from last year's gone to Bunbury. So just had a complete wipeout of our top 6 girls. So it's a rebuilding year, I guess. I know everyone says that when you're not doing so well, but there's a lot of young girls that want to show Ryan and the club what they've got, and this year I guess they have that opportunity. So I spoke to them all about it and just said, you know what, girls, you've got to fight this year, and this is your year to shine. And some of them are doing some really good things out there. They're not consistent yet, and I think that's what they've got to aim for the rest of the season.
Spoken like a true leader there, fantastic. And speaking of leaders, you've got the veteran Kara Waikara there. What's been her impact with the team? She's been out for a while. It's good to see her back.
As soon as we heard that we'd lost a few players, I was like, we need to get a point guard, and Kara is awesome. I absolutely love playing with her, and she's got poise on the court. She's got that feistiness we need, and she's a very good leader as well. I think a few of the girls don't know her history, and it's really hard for them. They're like, this girl's come in she's a natural leader as well, and the girls have taken a backward step and gone, whoa, hold on, this is a new person in who's a leader, and they've not really gelled yet, but they are definitely going to do that, and she's someone that the girls need to listen to and learn from. It's great to convince her to come back. It took a bit of effort, but she played Rocco about 6-7 years ago. So yeah, come back, she's 30 now, sorry Kara, but 30 years old, and came back to a team that is struggling. She's doing a really good job for us.
And just quickly, who's a couple of the players in the current Flames women's team that are really impressing you? You're saying it's a young team?
The Bourne sisters are really, really doing well. Jacinta and Talicia, hope that's right, I never get her name right, so Tali I call her. So those two girls have really come in and impressed so far in the 2 games we've had. They're just long, lean girls, and they just like to run, so they just get out there and do whatever's needed, and they're going to continually improve. They're both getting an opportunity this year. Jacinta played for Redbacks last year, didn't get a huge amount of court time. This year she's getting that, and she's really developing in that role, which is good for Rockingham.
Okay, a couple of things about you personally. What's your aspiration in terms of post 2011 in terms of basketball?
Yeah, good question. I don't know yet. I want to see how my shoulder goes. Obviously, I'm out for the whole SBL season. I thought I might be able to get back for the last couple of games just to see how it goes, but I'm going to take the whole SBL season off and rehab it properly. I don't want any little niggly injuries to come back to. I'd love to give WNBL a go again. I had last season off for few reasons, and then I want to have another go at that. I think I've still got something to offer, so hopefully I can have a WNBL season and then get back into SBL and lead Rockingham to a better year. So
I don't need to mention the Waves question, you just answered it for me. Now the other thing I wanted to speak about, you've got a lot of ex-teammates from the current Magic team, and some Magic players are in the Flames team, and you ever keep in touch? And in terms of the game, most importantly, is there ever any added fire to the contest?
Oh, definitely. I think just the Rockingham Mandura rivalry already is huge, but especially used to play for Mandura. it's been, I think, 5 years now since I played down there, and first few years out of Mandura, I didn't really keep in contact with too many people, but you know, catching up with the girls tonight was fantastic. A few of the guys I've seen and said hi to. So yeah, there's definitely friendships. You keep friendships through sport forever, and it's a great way to see what's happening in Mandura as well, and relay that back to Ryan at Rockingham, and just make sure you keep in contact to see how they're going, see their aspirations, especially a lot of the young girls. Hannah Knight came in tonight. I didn't get to say hi to her, but she's come back from college, and it's so great to be able to talk to her and just say, hey, you know, how's college going? And just get that feedback from a young kid that I coached when she was 12 years old. So yeah, definitely keep friendships and make great friendships, like you obviously know through your time as well.
And we've got a question from Jeff from Balcatta. He wants to know what your favourite ice cream is.
Oh, connoisseur cookies and cream, definitely.
Fantastic, Kay. It's been an absolute pleasure. Absolute stalwart of the Flames, and maybe with the Waves in a couple of years once she gets his shoulder right. Yeah, great speaking to you, and yeah, we'll see you guys at the start of the third quarter in about 5 minutes.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to this encounter, week 3 of the SBL here on LMSC, where the Rockingham Flames have a handy lead at half-time, 61-40. Just going through the leading point scorers. First of all, for the Flames, Trent Jerovich is having a night out. He's 17 and is leading the way. Clearly here from the newcomer, Jerel Allen, who just arrived in the country from America, one of their imports on 14. Kent Tribbett also doing particularly well on 13. They're the leading scorers as far as the Flames are concerned. And for the Magic tonight, well, the best they can do at this point in time is Casey Crivellone, who's on 10, and a couple of players on 7, including Kane Thompson and Big Tom Rimmerswell on 7 as well, and Andrew Bowman, who's had a checkered first half on 6. The tail really is in the rebounds. The Flames leading the way on 26 at the present time, and the Magic only 18. And when you look at the field percentages, first of all for the Flames, they're shooting at around about 56, but the Magic, who seem to have no energy up front, currently shooting at 38. As far as the three-point attempts go, both teams shooting around about the 36, 37, 38% mark. 38 to the Flames and 36 to the Magic. And at the free throw line, one area the Flames can improve on, they're currently working on 50%, where the Magic 75. But it's the rebounding, it's the defence, it's the overall offensive attack by the Flames that see them leading 21 by 21 points, 61-40. And the tail of the tape there really just shows you that that's the key indicator, that their strength is both in offence and defence tonight.
They've been absolute dominating first half by the Flames, and you know, I think all the Magic can hope and pray for is that they come out a bit flat, the Flames that is, and the Magic hit a couple of early shots.
Well, they're probably well known, because that's what they're going to need here, a bit of magic to hopefully spike this game up a bit, because 61-40, if it goes the way the first half actually finished, then it's going to be a long, long night here at the State Basketball Centre.
You're a master of your game, getting the Magic in there. That's what they do need.
All right, well, we're all ready to rock and roll. Just waiting on the scoreboard to be readjusted for the start of the second half. The team fails to be brought back down to 0. We're all in readiness, and away we go with Ben Capehorn. Oh, this is good. They're starting to run. Capehorn having a look around, more livelier there. Big Tom, he tries to draw the foul. Goes inside, puts it
good
up,
start,
and that's the
Tommy.
best start there for the Magic. And, well, they started to look like they actually wanted to play basketball, 42-61.
Yeah, they just need to stop here, get the confidence up. The bench is nice and lively. But leaving Griffin open isn't going to help.
Not at all. So what do they say? One step forward and a couple back.
Yeah, perfect description.
Bowman. I need more from him.
Has Griffin in his face straight away. So Coach Smith's making players very accountable. It's great to see. You know, do the job or come and sit with me. Tommy, look out.
Tom Rimmerswell, who was pretty lively in the first half, gets a basket.
And the big man Tribbett be close to touching the ring with his hands up. Probably needed more lively defence there. Carlin Hughes, that Horns offence, trying to create something here. Pass to Rhett Della.
Lovely.
Very, very smart player, Hughes, particularly using the screen. Probably one of the best in the league.
66-44. Magic trying to hang in there, hang tough. The first half of this third quarter, and then try and make some inroads. Capehorn. No, George. Big Tom under the basket again, doing his best. Bowman.
So they're just getting little pieces of the ball and disrupting the offense. They still haven't set something up yet. Remerswall.
Jeez, tell you what, he's come out to play in the second half. Big Tom.
He scored all their points.
Remerswall.
Yes, yeah, 3 buckets.
Well, he's certainly come up lively. Well, can he get going? Here's the man,
Tribbett.
What do you think you can do, big fella? I can do the same.
Dangerous mix. A big jump shooting centre who can still go at it inside.
Well, both teams freely scoring in the second half here at the State Basketball Centre, and we have another turnover.
Oh, right idea by Della, but he did have a guard on him. He should have used his ability to take Casey on. It's Crevolone. That's the debate that I have.
Crevolone for me.
Great strong basket by him. Very, very good build for a guard too, and about 6'4".
Jerel Allen, they would be happy with his debut tonight if he just joined us. He's the new import for the Flames.
Yeah, very versatile. It's good to see him shoot a jump shot. Haven't really seen that yet.
Oh. What, me? You're kidding.
Okay, thought one umpire, Damien Lyons, called the travel. Other umpire called the foul. I think deservedly so there. Jared Griffin with his first. Normally has a few more than that by now.
Maybe he's turning a new leaf. There's pressure all over the court, isn't there, as you pointed out before.
Just refreshing to see. They're just sticking at it. They're up by 20. Some teams might easily put the take the anchors off and relax, but they're still up in their face.
We get the feeling, though, as you say, if they started scoring, like Lee started scoring, you never know.
Yeah, someone.
The big coat hanger, Alan Strong, dodges one, then goes around another one. You think he'll go all the way? No, he doesn't. He gets it across to...
Juice Jerel with the pass.
Well, he should have sunk it because he did everything other than put it in himself. Crevolone, across to Bowman, back to Crevolone. The idea was there, but the execution, again, just wasn't up.
That's right. They've done that give and go cut we've seen 2 or 3 times, and, it's gone out of bounds. It's become very predictable, but they still do they do need to take risks.
Pantaleo on, and Capon sits down.
Mixing it up too, it's up tempo, then they walk it up. This Horns offense again.
Who makes the decision whether they're going to do that?
Griffin. A bit more self-belief, and you get 20 a game, that fella. Who makes when you
slow it down, when you actually speed it up, who's making the call out there?
Normally be the point guard, so it'd be number 34, Andrew Bowman, or Carlin Hughes.
Big Tom again.
He's
enjoying himself.
Just
Tommy
be reading.
Rivers well.
Oh, yeah. Just be reading what the other team's presenting to you.
Yep.
If they're looking tired, then, keep running.
So that's up to him to make those kind of calls, is it?
And you might...
those observations as a player.
Yeah, and you might find the one of the coaches might mutter something to the guard or pass on a message, and basically it'll come about when we see it.
And big Kenny Tribbett will go to the line for 2.
See if Tribbett can hit his foul shots. I do believe game announcer, big Trevi Random Young, did say his family might be watching over in their part of the States. So big hello to the big Tribbett family over somewhere in the US.
Well, they wouldn't be happy with that one because you missed. Come on, son, the family's watching. Don't let them down. No pressure.
That's better.
And gets it in, and they extend the lead down to 22, out to 22, 72-50. 8 minutes left in this third quarter. I reckon he's nearly up to double figures in this half.
The Tribbett's also seeing Remerswall absolutely going to town. Now global coverage.
He's having fun.
Oh, he's loving it. It's about 10 points this quarter. So it's Flames 6, Remerswall 10 this quarter. Tribbett right back at him. The Tribbett family going wild.
And why not?
So,
type of bloke, if you're having a busy bee, you'd bring around, wouldn't you?
All the tall jobs.
All the big jobs, all right. You could reach where no one else could get to. Bowman. Well, go, Tom. Just have a shot, son. You can't miss. Action off the ball there. Big push.
Carlin basically throwing Pantaleo to the other court and still trying to get away with it.
All right, well, the timeout's been called. 22 points the difference here. We're nearly gone 5 minutes in this third quarter. 7:17 left in this bit of action here at the State Basketball Centre. And hopefully we'll have someone down there who can go into the huddle and get some action. There we go, Dave. He's struggling a bit hard tonight. Let's go down to the Magic.
Baseline or sideline. Moe, he's got both their players on him there. Okay, Tommy, I want you coming up, and that's where I want the ball going. But this guy here, you are then to take off as fast as you can, and that's where the ball's to go back. All right, because then the double team's got to lead. So where am I then? Well, it depends. If you're either you or Casey, I don't, just up there, get out of the way. All right, because what I want, they're double teaming Bowie. Okay. So let's use him as a decoy now. Tommy come up, give that. But this guy here, as soon as you make a pass, before it gets to Tommy, you've got to be off. So this guy now has to turn and chase you. Then you go, and then it's a 3-on-2 drill. Okay? All right. But if Bowie does get caught bringing it up, let's make sure we get.
Keep hustling, boys. Keep hustling. 1, 2, 3. Magic.
Yeah. Very, very good time out there by Coach Chalk. Just wanting to relieve some pressure off Bowman. It was the tight defence from Griffin giving him some trouble, and they've injected some other guards now to do the same thing. They're going to try and upset this defence a bit, creating a pressure release by one of the big guys, and hopefully that'll free up Bowman to push the ball up more.
Speak of the devil.
It's a great block out by Tyth Waits, but Lee's there to knock down the bucket, as he's done for so many years.
A couple of other games in operation tonight. We'll try and keep you up to date with those. That's a nice bit of work, but it couldn't actually quite put it in the basket. Senators are surprise leaders at half-time over the Tigers, 46-45, and the Eastern Suns and the Redback pretty well going neck and neck at half-time as well. So 2 close games in the league, and the big Tommy goes to the basket and draws the bonus. And I tell you what,
Tommy Jerevich.
Tommy Jerevich. Yeah. He looks a bit like Tommy Griesic, the way he ploughed through the pack there.
Yeah, you're not going to stand in his way, and people underestimate Remerswall because of his size. They feel they might be able to beat him with speed, but he's actually got really quick feet, and as you've seen with his moves, he's basically like a 3-man, like a small forward.
So what you're witnessing, folks, is a ball of muscle. And he's utilising every inch of that muscle and whacking down another basket. 74-57. So the margin just gradually getting a little bit closer. The key here is to apply more pressure, which they've done. You have to give them credit. They hadn't been doing that in the first half. So Bowman to try and set them up again. They need a bit more spring down front, you would suggest.
Thwaites not giving
where
an
Lee
inch there.
needs to set up. That's the idea was there.
Yeah, great look by Bowman, but Crevalone couldn't pay off the good work.
Jerevich is lurking.
And Tribbett back to the line again. Some interesting scores you had before there. And yeah.
Well, we've got an update on the game between the Senators and the Tigers with 4 minutes to go in the third quarters. The Tigers have fought their way to the front. They're 63-57, but my spy's down there, so the Senators are out to play tonight. They're in Stirling. And in the other game, the Redbacks at half-time lead by 3 over the Suns, 52, who have been most competitive throughout the season other than the first game, which we saw them play against the Lakeside Lightning, who look like the litmus test this season.
Yeah, Lakeside.
Yet again.
Yeah, as you would have seen, like just very methodical. Andy Stewart for years has basically had teams with very good role players with discipline, very good American imported players.
I'll tell you what, Coburn were exciting last week though, and they're also up front on the ladder, along with this mob here. They haven't been defeated yet, Lightning.
And Coburn, a very young team too, so tremendous upside for them.
And Flames likewise, I meant to say, haven't been defeated. So it is a pretty interesting comp up the top. Magic trying to actually keep alive their season so early, having had a win over Geraldton. It's good to see them on the board. As you said at the start of the game, Whopper, it'd be good to see a competitive Southwest in Mandura and the Slammers actually being competitive and providing a little bit of nervousness for teams that have to venture down to that part of the world.
Yeah, you're right. Chile Bunbury, very young team now. Had a team that dominated for years.
Yep.
Now rebuilding. So yeah, hopefully American and some of their young guys can step up and get them a handful of wins this year.
Jerevich throws himself towards the basket. The ball doesn't go in. Was able to attract some attention.
Blocking foul, caught on number 34,
from
Andrew Bowman, fourth foul. And they're taking him out just to get him ready for the last quarter, much to his disgust. But needs to keep in it if Magic going to have a win or any chance of a win tonight.
Carlin Hughes off. And Allen back on. Jurovic only gets 3-pointers, but he gets that one. He's been red hot tonight. It's been exciting to watch. 77-57, the margin back to 20, and he gets the second one as well. So lucky 21. Aaron Trahair.
Tommy with a punishing screen. Lots of talk out there too by the defence. Veteran Duplessis with the Mark Clayton-like rebound. Oh, but then throws it away.
And good D again. He's working hard at both ends now, Big Tom. He's easily the best on the court in this second half.
Let's see if Tribbett can... oh, great save. Unlucky. Oh, there goes Big Juice. Oh, Thwaites. Oh, maybe an extra pass there to finish that with a dunk by Jerel.
Pantaleo inside to Turner. Thompson.
Lots of walking around still.
Yeah, you can say it was the most zippiest basketball you've ever watched. Turner turns around and doesn't look like going near the basket. The newcomer, Allen, gets the ball across to Jurovic. He runs into a mountain. Gets it across to Big Tribbett.
Great pass.
Lovely underground shot and puts it in.
A guard's favourite if they're cut to the basket, if a big man can still acknowledge and reward cutters with layups. Young Dayton Waters coming in for the first time tonight. Another player from Rockingham has come from Coburn. Coach Smith had a lot to do with Coburn basketball for years there, as of the two assistant coaches for Rockingham, and they've brought a few solid players with them.
Too slick there. Picking up the crumbs though was Thompson, who attracts some attention doing his work. And he'll be able to hopefully get a benefit from that. 80-57, 23 points the margin here at the State Basketball Centre. We're watching Rockingham Flames, and they're taking on the Mandura Magic. And they're playing here at the State Basketball Centre because they've got, I believe, trouble with their scoreboard.
Yeah, so I don't know too much about that, but we did play an old veterans game versus the current team for a pre-season, we'll say embarrassment, well, terrible. And yeah, the scoreboard had some issues then.
Apparently the scoreboard counts up rather than down, which can be a bit of a drama.
Yeah,
in other words, the game goes forever.
And it pauses at times as well. It was just really odd to see.
Random game of basketball. 80-58. 4 minutes left. Pantaleon.
Oh, very lucky not to get an intentional there, Juice Jerel. Now, that Horns offense we've seen all game from the Flames. As you can see, without Hughes out there, it becomes more of a liability for the Flames at times. Jerel, as quick as he is off the screen, I haven't seen much to indicate that he's capable of breaking through that initial defence and scoring or creating a basket.
We've got the Flames again next week, and we're off to see the Flames take on the Redbacks. And a tip-off, it's at 8 o'clock, so with a bit of luck we'll be down at the home of the Flames. And the Redbacks, again, pretty well matched up, and the Flames could actually have a pretty good start to the season. They look like they're going to pull this one together quite nicely, and next week likewise, perhaps.
It'd be a fair while since the old Flames have been 4-0. But, very capable of doing it, as we've seen here. As Brendan Della dribbles to the middle.
Trying to see the difference in age between the two of them. Brendan and his brother. Brett. It's a lot younger. Aaron Trahair. Inside, Turner. Nice. Off the glass. In she goes.
Yeah, nice strong move there by Turner. They need more of it, though. They just seem to be trading baskets, and the lead's not getting any better for the... The lead's not getting clawed back by the Magic.
Funny, you know, the lead at half-time was 61-40. So it's now 80-61. So to the credit to the Magic, they've actually won this quarter, and they've won it basically because of this bloke, who's been sensational.
Unlucky by Jerovic, but someone already reached in there. Dayton Waters with the foul.
So got to give them that. At least they're outscoring them.
Yeah, being competitive still.
2 points. Not exactly a meal, but it's a start.
Which is,
Speaking of meals,
what they got to do.
This bloke's deserved a big meal tonight. The big man at the line. I think he needs some sustenance.
Yeah, or 2 defenders with a hand in his face. He's hit all them ones.
See the pie warmer coming out.
Big Tommy knocks it down.
And in it goes. He's been fantastic. 80-62, 3 minutes left.
We need a couple more Tommy Remerswalls out there at the moment. So, it just seems like people going through the motions. And here comes Juice. Big 3. Haven't seen him shoot a shot from range yet with his feet set. That looked pretty impressive.
Got beautiful balance though when he had played the shot, didn't he? Pantaleo, no joy. Here he is again. Now we see some show.
So the veteran Trahair doing a veteran foul, trying to get away with it, but unfortunately would have been probably a certain basket. And yeah, unfortunately he's been nailed with an intentional foul, or unsportsmanlike foul.
You reckon he would have gone to town then? If he would have got to the basket?
Well, he didn't for us last time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he didn't for us last time in the first quarter, I think it was.
But maybe he's got over the jet lag a bit and he's prepared to have a crack.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. It looks like he can get up.
Handy debut for the Flames.
Oh, I think Coach Smith would be absolutely over the moon about both the imports. There's always a lot of uncertainty, even though you might get the best stats and best video of their games.
I think the key is that you can just say the imports we've seen in the first 3 weeks of the SBL, they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
And obviously the recruiting is better. And, you know, from someone who just loves watching a game of basketball, there's nothing better than seeing class. And these guys have oozed class tonight. And it's been the case throughout the season thus far with most of the teams that we've seen.
Yeah, great observation. The imports coming through. You kind of look forward to the start of the season to see what teams are coming up with and how they get them as well.
You kind of look forward to seeing them play, and I'm sure the public will be liking what they see as well, even if they're against them. That's strong work.
Yeah, Rhett Day just does those moves we've talked about. And other guys would get that blocked or thrown out of bounds, and yeah, he just comes up with a bucket.
Lovely. So Hughes gets in on the act, and again they just fall asleep. 89-62. Having said they were leading, now they're actually trailing in this quarter of basketball. They were leading by 2, and that's just gone away. All of a sudden they're actually going to be trailing by 6.
And they
make that 8.
And the ever smiling Carlin Hughes just apologised to Jerel. Was trying to throw him the lob, but Jerel wasn't looking for that alley-oop we've been waiting for.
Sure, we might see it before the end of the night. 91-62 inside the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. SBL, week 3 encounter.
You can't leave Thompson open. He flared off a screen, which meant he just read the defence, moved back to where he was standing, and yeah, made them pay for it. I like this attitude from Flames coaches, still keeping their guns in there. A huge lead, but yeah, like I said before, they're going for the throat. None of this, everyone scores and trade baskets. I think they're going for a 40, 50-point win.
And for the Tribbett family, Kenny's back on the court, as you'll see. He was pretty anxious to get back out there, which is a good sign. He's come to play. Whoa, it's like the steamroller. Aaron Trahair. The only thing he didn't do was actually put him into the pavement.
Yeah, I think he copped a nice elbow on the face there, Della, but that's what he does. He gets under the skin of the normally the dribbler or off the ball, bump the cutter or something. And yeah, normally the retaliating player gives the Flames the ball because he gives away an offensive foul.
Bit of experience there, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
91-65. Narrow the gap.
Ooh.
Misses.
Outstanding shooter, Trahair. It's very rare to see that.
The Rockingham fans getting a little bit more boisterous. They've made the trip up from Rockingham. Hopefully they'll be back on the home court next week.
Yeah, pretty impressive turnout considering the 45-minute drive.
Lee. K-Point, back to Lee. Traher from downtown.
Hey.
Oh, beautiful.
NBA range. Traher.
I can still do it. Wasn't much joy though after he sunk it. Most of the energy used in the shot. 91-69 inside the final minute of this third quarter.
Oh, the wraparound by Hughes. Wants it back. He likes them ones. Unlucky. Great rebound by Della. New shot clock. Make him pay again. Oh, great crossover. Huh. Unlucky with the finish, but yeah, a lot of guys will not stop that in this league.
Very wily, wasn't it? This way, that away. You're trying to read the feet, which way he's going to move. He goes the other way. Thompson. K-Pawn.
A bit more urgency with the Magic. A lot more movement.
Brendan.
On the buzzer.
There we go. It's three-quarter time, and it's all the Flames, 91-69. And after a promising start to that half by the Magic, unfortunately, yet again, it seems that fitness is the key element of their game. They just fade away. And unfortunately, that's seen the lead extend from 21 at halftime. We see that lead going right out the door now, 91-69. Let's go down to the Flames, see what they've got to say in this three-quarter time huddle.
We let it get to us, okay, and we started arguing with calls, and we lost our focus. They had 27 points in us that quarter. 27 on us that quarter, all right? We should be proud. We should be too proud for that and understand that that doesn't happen, all right? We've now got to keep them under 80. We've now got to keep them under 11 points for this last quarter. That's the hole that we've dug for ourselves, so that's the focus that we need to bring in this last quarter. Okay, the focus in that third wasn't good enough.
Let's drop to their level, boys. Come on, guys,
build on that.
Fat old slope men out there.
Guys, come on. We are a better team than that shit then. Okay? We are a better team than that. Okay? Run the floor, stick to what we do best. Okay, that defense then was unacceptable. That's unacceptable on Monday nights. A grade. Okay? Go back to how we played, how you guys played in Jerel last week and how we played in the end of the first half. Okay? Come on, run the floor hard, guys.
Come on.
Well, one bloke that didn't give up for the Magic in that half was Tom Rimmerswell, and he is now the leading scorer on the court with 21 points. He was magic in that quarter. Also up there is Kent Tribbett, who's certainly doing all right. He's on 20 points. Trent Jurovic a little bit quiet in that particular quarter with 19 points for the game. He's been joined by Jerel Allen, who's also scored 19 for the Flames. If you have a look at the amount of rebounds, 33 for the Flames to this stage. A better effort there by the Magic. They've narrowed that gap back to 28. And although they were outscored, you've got to say that they showed a lot of determination earlier in the half. It just seems that they fall away as they get closer to full time to a quarter.
Yeah, and as assistant coach Daniel Nugget Nugent was saying, they let them score 27 points and didn't let them get back in the game, but it was just, like we spoke about, seemed to trade baskets. But yeah, Remmerswell, hold his head high, had a fantastic quarter. Took the right shots, didn't force up anything just because they were down. Try and win it all on his own back. Just good, balanced shots that he's capable of taking and making.
So what will happen here?
Might find a few more risks by the Magic, maybe a press or two, and particularly if they get hot early, you might find they mix things up, particularly on the defensive end.
All right, we'll try and keep you up to date with the other scores in the league tonight. It's a pretty good encounter between the Tigers and the Senators, and the Suns and the Redbacks. They're the other two games being played tonight across Perth. More action of SBL tomorrow. You no doubt get all the information off the website. And next Saturday night, you'll see Lakeside. So you'll see the Flames, I should say, doing battle again next week here on LMSC TV. Traher, who scored a three-pointer late in the third quarter.
And Casey hasn't popped up for a while, so hopefully see a big quarter from him.
Big Tom trying to do what he did in the third quarter. Gets
good.
A bit of attention.
Great battle, them two are just going at it. Important for the Flames too, is even though Magic going to try throw everything at them here, is not to basically change their game plan and start trying to take them on. You know, stick and be disciplined, execute what got them there, and look to increase the lead. Rammerswall has another miss from the foul line.
No good.
Coach Smith still yelling at the players, still encouraging, very enthusiastic bunch.
Hughes. Kenny.
Tribbett demanding the ball.
Jerel. Kenny's under there.
Backs down, double team, kicks it out.
And it puts it from downtown. That's a beautiful
Juice
basket.
Allen. Ryan Corbett like 3.
I'll tell you what, there's a great game going on tonight. The Stirling Senators, with 7 minutes left in the final quarter. The Senators, 77 leading the Tigers 75. That'll be the upset of the round if they actually can survive there. And the Redbacks 62, doing battle against Suns on 55. So the game of the round, the Senators and the Tigers.
Griffin.
And it's running 3-pointers here.
Huge 3. Great positive basketball here. Sorry, Millsy. That's
that is a surprise, you'd have to say, the Senators and the Tigers. So we'll keep you up to date, try and give you the final score. We're a little bit behind where they are, 9:56.
Tigers got a couple of Wildcats to come in and basically everyone's premiership favourites. And, yeah, a bit of an indifferent start to the year.
They had a hard game last week against Coburn.
Oh, Griffin again for 2. Rebound by Bowman. Does a bit of everything, Andrew Bowman, but they need a lot more from him and the rest of the Magic contributors tonight.
Oh, he did well then.
Yeah, beautiful spin move, which is one of his main moves.
A few tired players out there. Yeah. It's been pretty warm, actually, to be fair.
Nice and cool up here for us.
Yeah, it's pretty warm down on the court, though, having had a gander. And some of them have worked pretty hard tonight. Some harder than others. Griffin left open and off the rim, and there's plenty of choices there. Who's going to get the rebound?
I still like that he's shooting that. Everyone not going to make every shot, but just to have the conscience to take that shot on. Trahere.
Classy.
Shades of the Wildcat days.
Second 3-pointer.
Good times.
In similar shape. As far as the way he shoots the 3-pointer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The way the ball floated through the air.
Fitchman's athletic specimen mould he's in at the
Magnificent.
moment. Said the kettle.
Kenny's over there. Give it to me.
Oof.
Off hands.
A nice look, but Kenny's seal, so his body positioning probably wasn't there to
Ryan
command
Curtis
that pass.
gets a run for the Magic. That's a bit of a stretch. I think that's the first time he's seen court time tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
And he gets straight into the action.
I'd like to see Coach Chalk put in Cale Van Sembeek so I can say his name a lot in the game.
That's very impressive the way he did that.
Great name.
Oh, lovely. Excellent. That's a nice bit of work. Pandaleo teaming up with Big Tommy Rimmerswell. And that was a bit of class. There we go. Showtime.
That's defensive transition. Coach Chalk, body language tells a big story. I think he'd be wanting to do more than just put his head on the ground there because of that sloppy play, transition defence.
Verovic was the man under the basket who benefited from it. Extends his score for the night. Had a good night. Up into the 20s now. So is this play.
Oh,
unlucky.
Nice score. Ball hits the top.
Unlucky. 7:42, 101. They've cracked the ton. As a timeout's called here. 76, 101, and the lead extended. And they're leading by 25 points here, the Flames. And the Magic, well, they'll be looking for some kind of inspiration for the final 7 minutes and 42 in this quarter of basketball. Let's go down to the huddle, see what they're saying.
When someone's hit a couple of shots, we've got to go back to them. Not just so they can take the shot. The defence is going to be wary of that they've hit a couple of shots and get out. It might create some spaces under the basket. Okay? Do we all know who we've got defensively? Yeah. Well, how come someone can get a layup? Wide open layup. All right, guys, in transition defence, you are not just worried about your play. Okay, we've all got to get back on defence and worry about the ball. The only bloke that can score is the one with the ball. Okay? So if you don't know where your player is, we need to sprint back to the keyway, then go and find our players. All right, let's go. Come on, let's go, guys. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. Come on, finish the game.
Time, blame it on the boogie. The first song I've recognised all night, Whopper. So I'm quite happy about that. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Dave's doing a good job down there. It's the first time I've seen him actually dance down there on the sideline. Get a camera on that.
And getting a good quad workout too. Up and down.
Got beautiful calves. He's a beautiful man.
Basically done a few Jacob's ladders in this game.
All right. 101.76, 25 points the difference. 7:40 left on the game clock.
Might find Tribbett might not see many more action in this game.
Why, is he injured?
Oh, no, he just got subbed out. Like, unless a miracle happens, I think that the results are given, and yeah, the coach probably just resting him for next week. Oh, Bound with his long arms, unlucky, or very lucky to get away with a foul there. Might find a couple of excited role players on the end of the Flames bench might get injected into the game here. It's commonly referred to as garbage time, which is a pretty bad thing to call it, really, when young guys are finally going to get their chance.
Absolutely.
I don't think it gives them credit to be calling it garbage time.
103.78.
That's a great runner, unlucky.
Pantaleo gets the rebound. Curtis.
Yeah, nice look about him, this Curtis. Nice mover.
Ooh.
And a charge. But that aside,
I don't think he saw it.
Yeah.
Certainly felt him.
Yeah, very confident with the ball. Just yeah, like you said, I think he forgot that Rhett Della was standing right in front of him.
Carlin Hughes has a rest. Waits comes on again.
Good solid all-round game by Carlin Hughes. The happy Flames will be coming out of this 3 and zip. Oh.
Further action this weekend, and then of course next week they're at home, and we'll be down there to have a look at them, hopefully on their home court. They've had their first 2 home games taken away from them because of the changes, not beyond their control to the club. They're just trying to get it right with the local council authority down there. Hopefully they can do so this week.
Looks
and
like
we can be down there at the home of the Flames next weekend.
So young Adam Higgins coming in for his first minutes. Last week had his first score in an SBL game.
Oh, good on him.
Oh, Tommy.
Whoa.
Doing it all tonight.
Spinner. Good turn of
Open
vision.
the court up. Pantaleo.
First taken out of his hands.
And it's not so bad a foul there with Dave Bound. Certain players, if they look like they're going for an open layup, without making it intentional, you want to make them earn it from the foul line rather than just give them a layup to score.
What do you know about Adam Higgins? He was pretty hot in the warm-up tonight. He was scoring pretty freely.
And quite possibly the worst nickname of all time, old Missy Higgins. I heard that get called out.
Pantaleo misses the first. 103.78.
Oh, 2 air balls. And Dave Bound should be pat on the back for that foul. Got the ball back and no score from the Magic.
They were 61 at half-time, the Flames, so by rights you would just suggest that the coach would be happy with about 122, the margin or the total score come full-time?
Yeah, you might find, like we just saw, might be a few people not used to playing together out in the SBL court, so you might find a few more turnovers in this sort of time of the game.
Nice.
Thompson, yeah. Great shooter, always has been. And I think that might have been his 4th three-pointer tonight.
Despite the fact that at times they've been most uncompetitive, they haven't actually, they're only losing this half by a point, the Magic. So there's some hope there. Make that a little bit longer now, but 105-81, so 24 points the margin. It was 21 at half-time, so they've been blitzed by 4 points in this half, which has been far more competitive than the first half. The problem that they have is they drop off in the second part of each quarter.
Yeah, good observation there. Definitely that trade baskets point. And did you say they were up one?
It was 61-40 at half time. So
yeah, a lot more competitive. It's kind of makes you think why
I'd
not
like
in the
to see him
first half?
finish it off. I'd like to see what happens here with the coach here of the Flames. What's he going to say? He says he's not happy with your combos. Let's go down and have a listen.
Basketball, we're not trying to run what we're doing. Be confident in each other, all right? You've got the ball, just bring it up. None of these guys can stop you, all right? And let's get through our offense. But we've got to make sure that we stay within our systems, all right? Don't get upbeat, don't get up tempo, just play in our system. And have trust and have faith in your teammates. Okay, let's go.
Let's go, boys, come on.
Do the shopping,
guys,
come on. Big shot.
Guys.
Well, he had a bit more time, but that was the message he wanted to get across, and he's done exactly that, 105-81. If you had to start looking for the man of the match, who would you be looking at this stage? Because there have been some pretty good efforts on both sides tonight. I like the game of the two imports for the Flames. Kenny Tribbett's been good. Jerel Allen would be wrapped with his debut, and the guy that really ignited them was Jerevich earlier in the game. He was sensational as well. They'd be the top three, one would suggest.
Yep.
Magic,
totally
it's pretty clear cut that big Tom Rimmerswell for his second half effort has been fantastic. I'm just trying to look at his score up to half time.
Yeah, he'd be their clear favourite for best player for their team. And yeah, I seriously think just because of pure impact early on, he set the game up. Yeah, Trent Jerevich, definitely. I mean, Tribbett's going to get his 20 and 10, and Jerel Allen looks like a real find. But yeah, I think mine for tonight would be Trent Jerevich from his impact shooting.
Could you fit Tom Rimmerswell into the top three on the court?
Yes. Yep, definitely.
So what's your 3-2-1?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that. I would have probably said, 3 to Jerevich, 2 to Rimmerswell, and apologies to Jerel Allen, but his impact early as well, Kent Tribbett.
This is Higgins' brother, Adam. Could we call him Mr. Higgins? Master Higgins?
Absolute basketball mad family he comes from. Him and his brothers supposed to live down that Rockingham stadium when the scoreboard's working.
And Rhett Della calling it a night. Higgins, your man, best on court, you reckon? Jerevich, interesting call. You like the look of this kid there, Ryan Curtis?
Yeah, he just seems pretty confident with the ball. Young player, a lot of them might be a bit tentative, particularly the pressure that Flames are applying. Yeah, he just seems pretty poised. And the second time I've said this, he got a charge, and this time he just threw it out of bounds. But yeah, like what I see.
Strong.
Oh,
beautiful.
Tyrone Thwaites with that orthodox left-hander.
That's what he was doing in the warm-up tonight, young Tyrone. Thompson. Whoa.
Great save.
Unlucky. Still got plenty of energy left.
Yeah, unfortunately couldn't save that. But yeah, a bit of a hospital pass there by Dave Bound.
Well, just making an observation from the first 2 weeks. We saw Lakeside play in round 1 and we saw Coburn play last week. They're both undefeated. And the Flames, although impressive, probably don't measure up at this stage to Lakeside and Coburn. Having said that, if you're looking for upside with their imports and how they actually gel as a team, then they've got some excitement meters to be probably elevated as the season unfolds. And I'd like to make an observation on them in another 4 or 5 weeks just to see if they've gone to another level, because they'd have to be competitive with a Lakeside or a Coburn at this point in time. But they seem to have the cattle, and I like the way the coach actually sticks to the systems no matter what, and they seem to be able to play them. What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely, Millsy. I take 4 or 5 more games, see how legitimate Rockingham's chances are. They're looking very good this time of the year. A lot of teams have a bad start and then get better later. But yeah, the teams you mentioned, Coburn very young and bringing results, and Lakeside just perennial contenders.
He just doesn't tolerate. I mean, we were talking about Andy Stewart earlier. We were watching him on the first game. He just doesn't tolerate. If you don't play the game, there's about 4 or 5 other blokes on their bench that's prepared to come on and do what the coach wants. And I think that's the dream, and I think that's what he's trying to do down here at Rockingham. So if you can't play the systems, boys, you're going to have to come and sit down, and I'm going to have to explain them to you, or you go on the court and you do it. And that's the difference, isn't it, between a side that's disciplined and one
just
that's
the discipline. That's right. And Lakeside's, I'm not sure how many titles, but they must have won at least 3 and lost 2 or 3 grand finals. It's just the proof's in the pudding. They're just all discipline and structure and execution, and that's why they're up there every year.
And as far as the Magic are concerned, it's just a couple of times where they've just faded out at the wrong time of the game. And we mentioned at a certain time they just looked like they lacked desire at one stage. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but they were flat-footed. And when they come to play, and they can show that they can play reasonable basketball, but you can't afford in this competition to have fade-outs against a team like this.
Yeah, and a lot of people projected the Magic to be a comfortable playoff-bound team, and hopefully they can iron out these kinks and show and back up those comments that people have been making, because they have a good, on paper, it's a great team. They've got another American down on the bench, Taylor, I think you say Mullineaux.
Yes.
And another fella who's about 6'9", absolute beast called Big Red, Ben Smith, who's finishing college. So they'll obviously be the much-needed big men they needed tonight to handle Tribbett and Red Della. Bring those two into the mix, and hopefully we can see a lot more positive results.
But as you said, there's certainly improvement for Mandura.
Oh yeah,
and you can see it. You can see the difference. It's just that I don't know. I'm not convinced about the level of fitness from what we've seen tonight, and maybe that'll improve as the season unwinds.
Number 7 there, Luke Nairn, almost decapitating Dayton Waters with the errant pass, but. Yeah, it looked like fitness was a key here. You mentioned the players standing upright and hands on hips, and Flames guys were still running up and down and plenty of energy. Hopefully it's just early season blues, and they can get to that playoff reputation they've now deserved. They had many years of heartache, and hopefully they can come up with some of those results.
Whoa, that's a big basket. I tell you what, if you are watching that, you'd enjoy it. I tell you what, if you're a Senators supporter tonight, you'll be pretty happy as well. We've got the full-time score, and I tell you what, it wouldn't actually be well received by the Tigers supporters, because they're gone down tonight. And you'd have to say a surprise result. The Senators 94 defeat the Tigers 90, and there's still a bit of time left in the match between the Suns and the Redback, but at this stage the Redback's getting away to an 87-69 lead. But it's full time between the Senators and the Tigers, and they lead by 4. It's 112-86 here with just over a minute left in this SBL encounter. As we said, we're back again next Saturday night, and we're heading down to, hopefully, Rockingham to have a look at their new scoreboard, which hopefully will be working, and it will be able to give you some idea on how good they are, because they'll be taking on the Redbacks, who look like they're going to be full of confidence after a win tonight, perhaps over the Suns. But that's quite an amazing result, with the Senators getting over the top of the Tigers, and not the start the Tigers would have liked.
Yeah, they've got some really good players in their team. They had big centre Geordie Cullen play first game, Chris Dodd, Austin Bruton, the mainstay of the league, and there's Senators locals, and an import called Michael Jones, who, when he gets going, can be a factor. So they've just turned up to play, and it'd be interesting to see that stat sheet, Millsy.
52 seconds left, 112-88, and again, we're just playing out time here. The margin at 24, and the margin at half-time was 21, so it's only been a 3-point buffer, if you like, for the Flames, but they've done enough tonight, and as you say, they've probably just been working on a few new routines, and no need for this really so late in the game, because at 112-88 just need to keep control, because I know you'd be frustrated, but the conversation probably not needed when you're getting beat by that amount. The Flames with the ball, and they have another shot, but they can't actually sink it. And there's 38 seconds left in this game, 112-88. And the Rockingham Flames remaining undefeated in the SBL with 3 attempts for 3 wins. So their fans no doubt have got plenty to get down to have a look at when they do go back to the home next Saturday night. It should be a good crowd. in attendance, and they like to make some noise, and they will continue to do that with Dayton Waters actually scoring. This is the young fella, Ryan Curtis, who's stripped of the ball, and away they go again. They'll try and score again with less than 20 seconds on the clock. Brendan Della, and the cross then to the Higgins boy, Adam Higgins, who shoots one from downtown. 116 to 88. 10 seconds left. The last play of the game, one would suggest.
Yeah, huge play by the young fella. Hit his second triple of the game. Fantastic
Never
way
looked
to
like
finish
missing,
and
are they?
bury the Magic.
Here they go, right on the buzzer. No joy, and it's all over. And a very convincing win to the Rockingham Flame. The game was over a long, long time ago. But credit to the Magic, they did try and fight it out. 117 to 88, and they complete their third game of the season, and they are 3-0. So that is a very good result as far as the Flames are concerned. Just repeating the other scores tonight: the Senators 94 have defeated the Tigers 90 in an upset of the game, upset of the round thus far, and deep into the third quarter between the Redbacks and the Suns, and the Redbacks have got away there to 87-69, but. No surprise here that the Flames have had a solid win over the Magic, but you'd have to suggest that it was a fantastic result for the Senators tonight as well. Well, let's go down courtside, and I believe Whopper's caught up with one of the players of the game, and he'll be having a chat with Kenny Tribbett in the not-too-distant future, who had a pretty good game, although he did suggest that Trent Jerovic was his player of the match. But he's got a couple of players there that he wants to kind of line up. So we're going to have a bit of a chat there to Kenny as we try and line him up there. And he says, yeah, who, me? Yes, it is you. Oppa, over to you, mate.
I've been fortunate enough to have the big man Kenny Tribbett here, as well as Coach Smith. Coach Smith, I'll start with you. 3-0. You wouldn't mind this coaching gig, eh?
I'll take 3-0. Tonight, scrappy affair, but it's the first game in with Jerel, getting in with the guys, and obviously Kenny's finding his feet. So happy with that. Tomorrow night we're going to refocus for the Eagles. They're pretty tough with DT and Big Jervis up there. They're always tough. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's challenge. But I'll take 3-0.
Positive myself and Millsy from observing the game is just a relentless accountability on defence. Is that something you guys pushed all off season? Much.
Yeah, we did.
Pushed as best as you could?
Yeah, we did. But tonight, the coaching staff and I weren't very happy with a lot of the defensive parts. We can get a lot better, and we believe for us to be a serious contender, we've got to increase and improve our defence. There were some good spurts tonight, but we can get a lot better, and that's what we'll be working on at practice during the week.
All right, congrats on the win, mate. Good luck. Big fella, what are your thoughts on the State Basketball League so far?
I mean, it's great competition. The people are nice. I've never been congratulated so much more for my opponents ever playing.
We've had some comments that maybe your family was watching the coverage.
Yes, they were. Yeah. Actually, told a lot of my family to try to catch us out because I know we played 2 games already, and everybody's really anxious. It's the farthest I've been away from home, so everybody's really, really excited that I'm getting out here.
Hey, Whopper, tell them to turn around and wave to the family back home.
Yeah, I was about to say that. No, anything you want to say to the family up to that camera up there?
Oh, I love you guys. Keep listening, keep watching. Hopefully, we keep bringing more wins, and we're going to do what we can.
Ask if he does some tree lopping while he's over here, Whopper.
And Millsy, the commentator, wanted to know if you do any tree lopping because of your size. You cut down trees.
Cut down trees? No, I don't do that back home. Actually, I do a little bit of what you do. I did a lot of broadcasting at home.
Oh, you're a broadcaster. All right. Well, from what we saw tonight, we think you should stick to playing. Pretty impressive tonight. Comfortable double-double and a well-earned rest at the end. What are your thoughts about playing at Rockingham at the moment?
I like it. Coaching staff is really nice, really enjoyable. Everybody's really welcoming. I mean, we play hard. Everybody's really fun. I mean, I love the city. So I mean, right now, everything's to my liking right now.
Congrats, big man. Team's 3-0, and you're a big reason for it. Best luck for the season, mate.
Well done. So Big Kenny doing his job, and Whopper doing a good job down there on the sideline as well. And well, no doubt he could probably commentate. But as Whopper said, he certainly needed out on the court. 117 to 88. That's the final score here at the State Basketball Stadium. LMSC will be back to continue their SBL coverage next weekend when we venture down, hopefully to Rockingham if their facility is up to scratch. And we've got the Flames taking on the Redback. tip-off at 8 o'clock. Just repeating that the Stirling Senators have been a surprise win tonight over the Tigers, which certainly, well, ignites the competition as far as they are concerned. It's been an interesting night. We've seen some great imports over the last couple of weeks, and if you haven't been down to the SBL for a few weeks, well, maybe you should get down, because I tell you what, to get down and see a game like some of these guys have played tonight, it's certainly worth the price of admission. Whatever you're doing this weekend, try and stay safe. On behalf of all the team at LMSC, we'd like to thank you for watching our coverage tonight and look forward to seeing you down at Rockingham next weekend for the match between Rockingham and who are we playing against again? I've got to check my little program here. Of course, the Redbacks, who will be playing against them. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Catch you next week.